Alright guys, we're going to take a quick look at this VWAR Watch 7 Ultra from AliExpress, 47mm smart watch. This is going to be a knockoff clone of the Samsung Watch Ultra that I have over here on my wrist. Pretty darn close replica, knockoff clone, whatever you guys want to call it. $35 from AliExpress. You can do a search and you can find a bunch of these from all over, from other sellers and vendors. This one is just in particular from VWAR. All right, look at this, guys, on the side here. Even the bands clip in the same exact way. You release it by pressing this button. You connect them by pushing them in to the side. Okay, it's a little bit of a loose fit, right? Not the best quality, but I mean, it's $35. You really can't complain. It's on there. It ain't going anywhere. Just it's a little bit wobbly at the end connectors right here. The buttons even look very similar. Even the position of the indicators are pretty much similar to the Watch 7 Ultra or Watch Ultra from Samsung. The bezel here, it's got some little ridges, kind of a little texture finish to it. But this is the silver colorway. There's a couple other colors that is offered on AliExpress. And the rear here, the back, heart rate sensor and stuff like that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and power on the watch. You can see how fast this is. Really snappy. Press it on, says hello, and now the screen is on and I can scroll through it. I don't have to wait for anything to load up. So the UI on these clone watches, in my opinion, is really good. It's fast. It's better than what I expected. This is actually my first knockoff that I purchased of any smartwatch. So I'm not sure what to expect, but so far this works really well. Like the menu compared to the actual Samsung. All of my Samsung watches, when I power it on, it takes a long time to turn on. This one just turns on and it boots up super quick. Flashlight, for example, boom, instant. Yeah, so all of that is there. If I go into the settings, you can go into here, display. It's got a dynamic island, I guess similar to the iPhones, but for a watch, I don't think that's going to be any useful. But yeah, there's a QR code. So when you first get this watch, you open up here, you scan it with your phone, and then from there, you can download the app to your phone and configure this watch even more, besides what you can do on here. So you want to do full configuration, you will need to use the app on here. The system info, I mean, it's not much because it is a clone, I guess, generic UI that most of these clone watches uses. But you go into here, here is the menu, phone call, messages, and stuff like that. We got your fitness tracker. I'm not sure how accurate these sensors are, but I mean, for $35, I did find that the heart rate was pretty accurate or very close to my Samsung. So right now it's measuring my Samsung watch. If I tap on the heart rate, it's at about 87 right here on the left. We're just going to wait for here and just give it a couple seconds for it to detect. Let me go ahead and position it tighter on my wrist on my right hand side. So you can see the left is 85, the right side is 74. It's bouncing around a little bit. It's increasing. It's still measuring, but all of that stuff can vary. And you can see it's getting very close. Look, now it's about 80, and it's, close to my Watch Ultra, the real one. 82, 83. So you can see it got really close, and it's similar. For $35, I guess you really can't complain. But then again, do not expect this to be anything like a professional equipment or a health equipment, because I wouldn't rely on the data. But there's also the blood oxygen level, checker here. Sleep nighttime, if you want to track your night sleep and stuff like that. Blood pressure, which is pretty cool. You can see my previous readings. I'm not sure how accurate these are. I don't have a blood pressure machine at home to check it. But, once again, yeah, I mean, it's got all of that, which my real Samsung watch does not have the blood pressure reading. Well, supposedly it does, but in the US, the FDA did not approve it, so I can't even use the blood pressure reading, which, yeah, sucks when you have an expensive watch and you can't use all this feature. this knockoff from China offers it. Let me see, what's this over here? Blood glucose. I'm not even sure if this even works or not. It's yeah, it doesn't measure any blood or anything, and for $35, I don't think it's even fancy enough to measure the fluid underneath your skin to get a blood glucose reading like those other fancy machines. Weather, music, if you have music, you can download it to here once you have the app. You got timers and stuff like that. So it has a lot of stuff, stopwatch, that the real smartwatch from Samsung offers. All of that is there. You have your alarm, you have your business card and stuff like that. I don't even know what this is for, but I have no use for this, to be honest. Calendar, calculator, Bluetooth. You can connect to your phone, camera control with your phone. There's the map that you can control with your phone. There's SOS. There's games. I'm not even sure how to play this 2048. It must be a game in China or something that people play, but I couldn't figure out how this works. Sudoku or something. I don't know what this is. I don't even know what I'm doing. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, so I'm gonna just exit out. I haven't figured out how to play that game. Oh, exit out. So yeah, go into here, and then yeah, video. Yep, you need the app once again. There's a compass, calibrate it, and then there's the menu. You can customize the buttons and all kind of cool stuff. So yeah, menu button, power button to go back on the screen. You just swipe from this left, like I'm already in the menu, and I want to go back. I just swipe over. It's very similar to the Samsung UI. This button just turns off the screen. That's what I have it set for. Yeah, it doesn't turn on, unfortunately. Does it? Oh, it does. So once it's on, I can actually press the screen to go into night mode. I kind of do wish that the Samsung watch faces had that ability to just tap the screen and go to night mode, because sometimes you gotta do it really quick instead of waiting on auto. This is actually pretty cool. And then the scroll wheel here, you can scroll through some of the menus or the other preset watch faces on this knockoff here. So, and then according to this user guide that came with it, it's in Chinese and English, you can actually go into the app and customize all these little icons and do more stuff. Because what the preset does is it's just preset. You can't customize anything on the watch. But yeah, you can scroll through. I think my button scroll thing is kind of defective. There's times where it scrolls. You can see right here, it's not scrolling. But if I kind of lift up and kind of scroll, then it scrolls. I think it's just cheaply made. I was like thinking, how should I word this? But I think it's just getting stuck on this body here. But yeah, I mean, my Samsung Watch, it doesn't even scroll. I wish it did, because I think it is a pretty cool feature sometimes when your hands are wet and you don't want to touch the screen or get your screen fingerprints. If I can just scroll through certain things and then hit this little button to enter it, that's a game changer. Samsung doesn't have that feature, but these clones, I mean, look at it. Really cool. It's quick. The screen refresh is a little bit slow, but other than that, I mean, it's got all of these. It reads your step, the calories, distance. How accurate this is, I'm not sure, but if you're buying a cheap $35 knockoff, obviously you're not expecting professional kind of higher end equipment to monitor your fitness, right? But you just want to tell time, check messages and stuff like that. Yeah, a little bit of a gap between the two pieces here, the top section and the bottom. If you look closely, not sure if my camera can pick it up. There is a little bit of a gap there. It's not flush. I can kind of press a little bit. So I kind of, I think that these are just kind of like pressed in with clips and held in with clips with some O-rings and stuff like that. On this guy over here, it's held down with screws. On the bottom of the watch, this one does not have any screws. Plastic buckles. Oh, I bought a little, it came with a bundle, it came with the cover and there, all that good stuff. The cover goes on. But I assume that since, it's a bundle, that all of these watch bands are kind of made from the same place. Apparently, they're not. See, plastic. I can flex this. I can bend this. The buckle here, the pin, this is all plastic. Same thing goes for the orange, the buckle, the guides, the pin. It's plastic. This is actually it looks like casted steel that's molded with the band, very similar to the marine band, how it's constructed, but this is plastic. Samsung, titanium, but the black one that also came with this bundle, this one is actually metal. I cannot bend it. I cannot flex this. You hear that, guys? That's metal pins here. So yeah, I mean, I can't say the same if you guys are buying this. Maybe you would get plastic. Maybe you would get all metal. Maybe you would get titanium. I really don't know because initially I assumed that these were all coming from the same manufacturer in China that makes all of these aftermarket third party knockoff stuff. But yeah, supposedly they're different. Wireless charger and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a little look going through some of the menus on this VWAR Watch 7 Ultra knockoff. What do you guys think? I would love to hear it in the comment box below. If you guys have any questions or want to see anything else, let me know in the comment box below. I would love to hear back from you guys. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.